Whew. Hello everyone and welcome back to a swelteringly hot day to play more Blood Bowl. Last game was a draw and we only have one thing come out of it, which is of anything of note, and that's Oaklis is taking a day off because he seriously got hurt. He almost died. We got a death roll on a 1v1 against a enemy beastman with 4 serious injuries and a broken arm or a head injury or something. He was absolutely messed up and I thought, hey, a 1v1 dice roll on that, surely if I can get the knockdown it will kill the player and I'll gain some good SPP. It went wrong and I got bitten for it, really. On the upside, Crash got a couple of injuries against a Chaos Chosen team, which, let's face it, doesn't happen every day. And, yeah, we gained MVP on Ralph. My boy Ralph gaining MVP doesn't really benefit me in any way, but it is just part and parcel of what I wanted out of that match. It was kind of scary to go into that game because the opposing team, well, put it this way, they're a team I've fought before, and the first time I fought them, I won in turn 16 with a single lucky touchdown. That was the be-all and end-all of that entire match. This time, I could not get a touchdown for the life of me. I tried and tried and tried, and I just kept fumbling it. But a draw is a draw. It's not the end result that counts. It was the journey we made along the way. And I've got to say, that match went a lot better than it should have done for me. I was surprised I held my own against a team with 6 frickin' strength players, which just, yeah, yikes. When you've got 2 people with a movement allowance of average and above average strength to the point they can take on a big guy easily by themselves on a double dice roll, it's horrendous to fight against. But I will say this. Their beast men really didn't walk away from that match unscathed, and I'm pleased about that. But I would have liked to have killed one, especially since Oaklis nearly died. But that was my avarice that got him killed, quote-unquote, so kind of keeping, a balanced equilibrium of not killing their players versus mine not dying is something I'm willing to do. Anyway, while we're waiting for the next game, I'm going to shut up and let it just run the clock, because it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to find one, and I'm not going to just ramble for the entire time. See you in a bit.
Good evening to all you sports fans. We're still live from the human pitch, one of the races that regularly dominate Blood Bowl competitions.
Yeah, but still weak, and especially tender at the joints and the reproductive organs.
So I'm up against a human team then. Yes, a human team. Well, this is rare. Human teams aren't very common in online. What's their game plan here? They have 2 halflings? Halflings. Are you going to go for the famous one-turn touchdowns?
Good weather. Shame.
Double Skull Cowboys. No. I like the emblem and the kit. It's nice. I have a fan factor of 8. Bloody hell. I also have no money to spend, because I'm guessing that they do. 80k. Well, that ain't much, but hey, it's going to make a difference. Double Skull Cowboys are in. I'm going to enjoy this game. If I were you, I'd spend some of that 1.4 mil you've stashed and get an apothecary, because I think I'm going to hurt you. Quite a bit. Then again, a 1.8 million team. Flip it. Yeah. Armbar and what? Sorry, what the fuck is that ability? Break tackle, okay. So he has block, doesn't he? No. I don't know what their game plan is here, but this could be an interesting match. Humans are an odd team that can do anything. Catcher up front. Halfling on the halfway line. That's obviously going to be changed. And they're keeping 2 linemen back and their halfling hopeful back. Thrower, lineman, Ralph the Conformist. I don't think you're conforming to much with that shattered knee of yours. Engilram Lightning. Easy to injure. A halfling hopeful in place of your catcher. Passing of 5+, agility of 3+. The halfling hopefuls are meant to be thrown around. Who am I getting to kick it? I'm going to get Crash to kick it.
Big advantage over the opposition.
Double Skull Cowboys gained a team reroll. They've got 5. I literally rolled 4 with my 3 assistant coaches. They still rolled higher than me just off the coach. Guess that means Varag's a little bit brain dead. Well, on with the show we go. Bring them down. Halfling hopefuls, only one of them's on the pitch. Jump up and diving catch. Block. Why did you put block on a halfling? I understand that it may give him something, but...
Big Jobo Hairyfoot comes back from the dead to talk about his remarkably short tenure as captain of the Greenfield Grass Huggers. There's
the first move. It's a double down for me because Pow is gonna hurt my face.
Sometimes the underdog wins the fight. Not this time.
Dang. Dang. Dauntless on a human lineman at level 3.
Well, that'll shake things up.
Kudos. Your Dauntless got a stun as well.
Coach always uses the right player.
I'm guessing this is going to be a stun. Just feels odd that both have been stunned so far. Stun KO. Okay, hang on. I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to have very favourable dice rolls this game now. You see, it appears that 100% fucking injury on the very first 3 may continue later. We shall see. But they've completely defanged my entire central line and will continue to push up with all 11 players, smashing my shit in until they score. Please, feel free to fuck up and fumble somewhere, because I am going to hurt you if you do. They're gonna knock him. Follow up? Yes.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake.
Right, Vincent the Mysterious may need to get in there. You have guard? Yes. A halfling hopeful running in.
Aha, here's some friends.
They're really putting pressure on that side of the pitch. It's where they've found their push.
They must have glue on their fingers.
What chaos. I love it.
Catchers have catch as standard, so they're going to be able to re-roll them. So they've got quite a bit.
going to catch or run
Didn't
the
get
ball
close
that
to
they're
proc there.
constantly writhing around on the ground.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Oh, and he's fine. Somehow, they are not in a lot of pain, despite what little efforts they go to. And I believe that'll do it.
He's close. Will it make a difference?
Please tell me it will. I mean, I already know that it virtually won't, because they're just going to blitz with him. Seriously. Blitzing with your little guy. Gonna push. Clear the ball. And then attack with the guy from the behind. Which is gonna push him over there.
Now his body can move freely.
Can't really move him forward that much though, unless they want to move him that way. Alright, fine. Do as you will. I'm going to get Habir up next turn, and then it's going to be a bit of a troublesome one for you to actually do anything with it. Please, try me. That's really ballsy. Moving around to 8 on a capture. Wow, they are actually good sprinters. Holy shit, I didn't realise they were that good. That's actually really bad for me then, because they're going to actually outspeed everything I can do to them. Impressive. Maybe I should play this first down as an injury down. Maybe I definitely should. They're going to knock him down. Dragan's going down. Dragan is down, but he's fine.
Gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. Good call. Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
Oh, fucking hell. Lucky rolls, bro. Lucky rolls.
Is about to get punched above and below. At the same time.
Down he goes. Four plus on dodge, huh?
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. Got himself out of a dangerous situation.
I think I got everything I needed to do done there.
Like that. I hope he knows what he's doing.
They're going to knock down Habir again.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
Gonna blitz with someone. Yes, their boy at the back. They got it. He's down. Every time he gets knocked, it could be his last. He's got a very soft head.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
They've just run him down the field. They're going to risk blitzing with him to get, or rushing with him, should I say, to get him across to the line.
Did you know the Spike Magazine trophy was forged in hellfires deep beneath the blighted cigarette?
Sorry.
That's a good choice for a display. Moved right next to a teammate.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Oh, too easy.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
That's a good choice for a display. He's now as free as a lark in a thunderstorm.
Stun.
In these conditions, it's just crazy.
Fuck. I got screwed.
You can practice.
Ow.
But sometimes
Serious injury.
defense is a laugh at your
And that's
expense.
Engelrum eyeglass. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Ow, dead. Wow, okay. Apothecary's about as fucking much good as a killer in this case. Very helpful. Oh well, Engelrum's got an injury. He's now no longer the flawless clawed blocker that he once was. He's got a bit of a softer head nowadays. Then again, I suppose it is only natural after so many games you take home an injury or two. Well, this could be good. Still got their players locked up aside from the
Jobo
goal.
Hairyfoot comes back from the dead to talk about his remarkably short tenure as captain of the Greenfield Grass.
Wrestled down the troll, apparently.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Gonna re-roll it with Pro. Didn't work.
They've got the advantage, but there is no
Oh, actually,
sure
yes it did.
thing in
But
luck.
it's not gonna help you. And now you've locked up your ogre. That's pretty annoyingly bad for you. Then again, you've freed him up, so maybe, I don't know,
Oh dear.
get someone on the
I
ball.
hope that player has written a will, Bob.
Nope, that's no good.
Players can barely
Nudge him
speak,
back.
Jim, let alone write. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them.
And they're on the run. They've still not used their blitz. Oh boy. Well, that's okay. I've still got one on the ball.
That'll help the player move without risk.
It's created a sketchy situation.
Quick and easy. Nothing to see here.
Wow, he went for it and he got it. The look. The look. Lizard Men cheerleaders, or specifically cheerleader, they have won.
Wakey, wakey. One team's got some early knockouts back.
Did I knock out one of their players? No? Then no one got up. I mean, hey, it's fine, I can live with it. The big guy's still lying on his backside. Guard, and then Dauntless. Hit them from this side. Still have two of my big guys, right? Blitzers, catches. Go for the kick.
Well, that was impressive. Opponents still have time to get back in the match, though.
Nice catch.
Apparently, wizards call that kinetic energy.
That could have been worse.
On the ball, are they going to run forward? It actually would benefit them. They did.
He's got the ball and the body guards.
Splatterhouse. Oh,
Is a
damn.
dead player.
That's gotta hurt.
At any rate.
Ah, well.
This player should be brain transplanted. Slayer likes to be well assisted in a fight.
And it still gives it to him as a freebie. Yeah, of course it
They've
does.
kissed it. Turnover.
Bit pissed off with that, if I'm honest, because, you know, they get that kind of shit, and it's like, hey, reroll. Hey, it's a fuck you roll. Pick either getting knocked over or getting knocked over. Failed action. Yeah. All because you decided to be such a fucking moron and roll a 1. Nice job, dickhead. They've run in. Question is, what are they going to do with it? My answer to that? Nothing, because I'm going to move up and then batter them out.
Talismans are us.
Then again, can I just point out how absolutely lackluster my rolls have been for blocking here? They have, or should have, way more injuries than they do.
Incendiary fire.
Knocking him down. Gonna wrestle or not? They don't have to.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle or size.
They brought him down nice and easily, pretty much leaving him with not much else to do. He was wiped out. Absolutely brought down.
Is the assist gonna be
And it
enough to
came
come out
off,
on
even
top?
with Lona. It came off. And now they're going to try and push back and follow up. Really? Okay. Follow up wasn't your best move, I have to admit. Dauntless comes off, though. And they bring down Crash. My guess is there's going to be a KO or something. Give them a bit more of an edge. Stun. There you go. Knew they'd get an injury roll on that, to be honest. It's just one of those things. Double rush to get in behind.
How's the missus, Bob?
Ex-Mrs. Jim, but that don't mean I misses her. She took everything in the divorce, including my family's sacred gut plate, the cow.
And they start the turn in trouble?
Assist, marked, assist. He has guard.
I call that a lie.
Right, down he goes. So that's actually 1 down at least. You have guard, don't you? So. In the chin, drop down.
Get off the field. Whoa.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good. Now his buddy can move freely.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1 million gold, right?
That'll help a player move without risk.
Catchers only have 2 strength, huh? Handy to know.
You know, this reminds me of the time you got bored and chained all the goblin technicians together to create a living mess.
Oh, yeah. Now that was a weapon of mass reconstruction.
Well, this lock-up's pretty fierce right now, but that's going to be a bit of a pain if they don't stop it soon. And they get it immediately with a 1-die roll on Blitz. Their first move, they get it. Ball goes to Habir, and he catches it as well. That's why they're dodgy, because they're not strong.
You know, I may actually say something witty and insightful soon. I'm just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything! Please, just be interested.
I mean, I've got like turns 6, 7, and 8 to get this, so... I think what I'm going to do is probably this, to be honest. Shift him upfield as much as I can.
Hey, that almost
Bit of a bring bout. No injury though.
Get an assist now. Wuss. He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner.
Next time, they should hire a tame player.
The Double Skull Cowboys, definitely living up to their name here. They're definitely getting nothing out of this. Also, I'm pretty sure I've been up against Melkor before. I guess I can always check back to see who I've actually faced. Just thought of that randomly now at turn 7. Can I get my big boy back, please? Habia has the ball. They don't really know how to get close to him. They're going to have to move around here.
Did you know, and I think you'll like this, that astrogranite is made from a compound of
Oh, they're
sand,
running in.
gravel,
They're trying to take Habia.
Oh, look at this!
And they
This is going
did
to be
not
decisive.
succeed. Strip ball, actually, they may do. Yep, they stripped the ball from him, but that's not going to help them, that's going to help me. That is actually really going to help me. Catcher with block, catcher with block. I'm actually quite pleased because that lineman stripping the ball from Habia means one of my other guys can pick it up. Likely them. Hit them down. Hit them down.
Bit of a lull. What are you up to, Bob?
I'm thinking about what to have for lunch. Roast elf heart
Okay.
or baked halfling legs. Oh, yummy.
I'm intrigued as to what they're trying to do here. They're literally just trying to play lock-up, I think. They need to try and score some injuries. They're nudging him onto the ball. Ball went off the pitch. Ball's being served right the hell back to the midway line.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
You had block. You could have taken this. If you really think you can go for that next turn, then please do. Because I do not think they're going to get anywhere near what they need. Actually, they could, potentially, with him there. But then, that would be straight running there, wouldn't it? Not there and then down.
Sometimes cute animals like this forget the sport and embrace the wild side.
That's a good choice for this play. Now his buddy can move freely.
Claws sank in. Don't think it did much, though.
Another player on the ground, the coach will be spitting teeth about this. Unity is strength. Get up or get off the field.
Now tackle, little man. Stay down.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm. He won't leave him alone anytime soon. Takes a skillful player to stay up under such a sustained assault.
Well, no injuries, but it's their last turn, it ain't mine. Nope. Turnover.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually,
Boom. Chinned
where's the nearest
down.
pie shop, Jim? Come on, guys, together.
Gonna use wrestle.
And
Yep, wrestle. They're both down.
Oh, that player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Foul roll. Stun. My injury rolls this game have been terrible. I was at least hoping to injure one of their players and get him off, but
That team's apothecary must have the magic sponge this time.
I like how it keeps saying, "Oh, they've woken up," and then they haven't. Makes me wonder. Like every time, they're still down. Failure 3. A catcher that's in rest, huh? Gained another team reroll, I guess.
count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Scoops up the ball with ease. Lovely piece of blood bowl play in action. Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. Nothing about it.
How are they going
Sorry,
to catch
bruh.
or run with the
Tackle
ball?
gets
They're
you on your
constantly
ass.
Rising around on the ground.
Can you make sure that's an
Player on the
injury?
ground.
Thank you.
The coach will be spitting teeth about this.
Woof. Woof.
That's going to be a turnover.
Oh. That's unfortunate, but not absolutely worthless.
They're still standing.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
They went for it. Went for it again. Got it.
Go, the little guy.
The attacker has an assist.
I wouldn't go with either, mate. I'd be smarter than that.
That's it. Push him back and then pow!
Stun. Good enough.
I've seen mushrooms that look smarter than that.
Gonna move him away. I would recommend against it personally, but it's up to you.
Good. Very.
Jim, did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob? Why?
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is this going to be enough to come out on top?
Yes.
With fists like following up, hoping to
KO.
knock
That's a
down
player
the
off the
top.
pitch. Perfect. Get him gone. Get over there. Uh-oh. Failed rush. Failed rush. Success. Good. Thank God.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is splat.
Less ball passing. More fighting. This is blood bowl, not dance bowl.
I've played a decent passing game here to try and push up. Outfoxing them with passes that are coming off is quite surprising. They're going to knock Habia down, free up a player. That's what they should have done, but Crash is still marking the other. With a prehensile tail, it's a risky one. Now, I've got a lot of players on a lot of weak players, therefore should be able to push through this line and get a bit more of an advantage. What I'm intending to do is literally the basics of just batter, knock down, and then... Ooh, they're putting the ball carrier in danger. That's a bit of a mistake, I think. You see, the problem is they have 2 strength, so even if he gets up, he's not going to be able to... Actually, he's got 3 strength. He's the injured player, or one of them. The other one's there. But yeah, smashed knee, broken arm.
Club, all you need to do is sign
It's still very much within control.
If you forfeit a payment, don't worry. They only sacrifice.
These guys are actually really good. Like, humans have really good mobility. It's surprising how good it actually is. No, no, no. It's magic to get punched. Go on.
They push them back.
Yeah, so that's going to be a complete nullification. I mean, that's only going to add to my player's next turn that can push you, so... By all means, please do try something. They've got him pushed up. They're trying it. It did not succeed, but it does strip the ball. Question is, where will the ball fall?
That guy will never fall.
Strip ball, falls behind. Okay. Dodge. Pick up. 4+, no.
That's a very
Reroll
risky
and a
play.
fumble. Unfortunately, they are in for a hell of a turn down. Because now I'm going to move over here. So my plan is rush. Uh-oh.
Now it's just a
Thank
simple
you.
matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple.
Move in. And then what I'm going to do is this.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
They're going to use dodge.
The fans are ravenous, and so am I. Just one more step.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. This player
Smack back.
spells weakness.
He's unconscious. He's a goner. He's off the pitch. That frees this up. I could blitz with him, couldn't I, really? Dauntless and wrestle and wrestle.
Now his body can move freely.
Ah, good. He's got the ball.
Flawless.
It's always embarrassing when they fumble that bit.
Bye.
Well, this is a gauntlet. Loosen the cage.
Oh.
I mean the ball carrier, go.
Powerful blow on the ball. Boga goes down and stays down.
Off times at any rate. Fair fights can be so overrated. There's always
Oh, stunned. Dang. That's pretty nasty. Well, that's the end of my turn. I've gained ground. 2 KOs and a push-off means they're 3 players down now. Meaning I have the player advantage to be able to keep pushing player advantage on their team. Which I am going to do, because unless that boy evades everything he can be thrown at, he's getting off the pitch as well. Defender stumbles. This is their blitz, so down he rolls.
Strengths when I was still playing.
They're going to try and get a 3-for-3 push here. A halfling. That was a risky move, not one that's going to help you. Wait, no, they're blitzing with what? That was a misclick. You lucky bastard.
There's only one word to say about this.
You
Bob.
absolutely lucky bastard. That paid off.
A sound. Crunch.
That misclick should not have paid off in a million years, but I'm glad that it did, because misclicks suck.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings
Well, they're
round
going
a
for it.
sandwich.
They're going to bring him down with a halfling.
Hey,
He got him, and it's a stun. Wow, that's fortunate for them.
That player should punch the other enemy players quickly before trying anything else.
That looks rather like an old traditional spectacle in Estalia.
I know this one.
Oh.
Mania.
They are down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
That's a good choice for this play.
Bulldoze.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1,000,000 gold.
This is going to be a real weird game to play now. They've still got a player in free, kind of, if they can budge him off, but do they really want to risk this? It's the only play they have left, and I wouldn't want to if I was them. Oh no, they're using it to gain ground and leverage. Bonehead still rises.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
They've freed up a player.
That'll help the player move without risk.
They've freed him up. Are they going to blitz with him? They're going to have to. I think I'd just set up in defense, make it a bit more awkward. I think that's what they're going to do. Yep. Wow, they risked it for a biscuit, and it paid. And it pays big. Every time they seem to risk it when I'm on the break in a touchdown, if I've got even the slightest vulnerability, their fucking rules just pay for them.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
That's real risky ball. Serious. That's the turn.
I'll be blunt here. If you can't pick the ball, then what are you doing in the sport?
Yes! Touchdown! 1-all. A great, hard-fought touchdown. But it's a touchdown. Ah, damn. The state of play there was risky, and it paid. Literally, because I've just made 10,000 gold for the touchdown. Well, an extra 10 G's in the bank is always nice.
In their dreams,
Well, okay, Ogre is still out. Their two players are still out.
the match can't. The team will be sorely missing their most infamous player. Can they perform without him?
Wait, are they? Ah, they're level 4. They've got 3 turns left to score a touchdown on both sides, and they're getting the ball. It's going to be something special to score in this time frame. I'll be amazed if they can, though. They're going to try it. They're going to try it. They're going to try it. Yep, they're going to try it. They're going to try to throw the doodle into the end zone. It's the gambit to end all gambits. They're going to have to do this all in one turn for the one-turn touchdown. It's going to be risky, it's going to be hard, but they're going to have to try and do it to win this game. Guard, guard, and guard. I'd have put all 3 of your guards next to my big boy if I'm honest, but yeah, you can try and do that if you want. Alright, well, over there.
Both of these teams are on the edge. This kick is crucial.
Touchback. Officious ref.
Ref is sick. You don't criticize him, you don't kill him, you don't eat him.
They stunned the halfling. They can't score the one-turn touchdown. Ouch. Your plan is fucked. Entirely
That's
fucked.
a good choice for this play.
Well, go on with it. It's a 1-1 draw, I think.
Now it's Buddy.
Habir's down and out. Damn, he's actually blacked out. Night-night, Habir. Sorry, brah. Hail Mary pass on the throw.
You can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Surrounded
That's
by
a risk he
adversaries
did
like
not
that,
want to
I
take.
hope he knows what he's doing.
Dauntless to bring down
I
a big
wasn't
one.
expecting that. By the looks of things, neither were they.
Damn, he's down. They're running in to my elf to stop him from going. Interesting. When you're a catcher, you can run. You're a thrower, right? No, you're a catcher as well. Okay. They're trying to lock up as many of my players as they physically can in order to stop me from stopping them doing anything.
How do I look in HD, Bob?
A whiter shade of pale.
They're going with a Hail Mary plan, I think.
Unity is strength.
Stunned. Right, so he's going to be down for their turn 15 and then get up at 16.
can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. What are they snapping at them? Dead fish? Put some force behind those punches! That'll do, player. That'll do.
Damn it.
Let's see what the other side can do.
Oh. Well, okay, that's fine. Turn 15 for the Double Skull Cowboys. It's gonna have to come to something good to get this.
I trained week after week for doing this move, Jim. The gravity was too strong. Come on, guys, together!
Oh,
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
a good block. They're gonna try and take down Crash, I think. Didn't work. Re-roll it. Didn't work. Re-roll it. Again, didn't work. Do I want to have them risk it? Nah, I want them to push them back. Not a double down in this case, because Wrestle could save it.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Now what? He ran off. Are they going to try the Hail Mary now? Are they actually going to try the Hail Mary right now, right this second? Could this be the Hail Mary that we were waiting for ages? He's running for it. He's on the verge of the end zone. Are they going to go for the pass? If this Hail Mary comes off, I'll give you the win myself. There's no way this is gonna happen, dude. Not a chance in
You
hell.
know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming. Wait, is that? Wait, what? Watch this, Jim. Once you wind these players up, there's no stopping them. That's a good choice for this play.
That's a fail.
I hope the coach got everything done he wanted to, because it's the other team's girl. Players arrive to assist their teammate. Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this. He didn't see the opponents around him.
Ooh,
did
that's
he?
bad. Dauntless indeed. Dauntless indeed. Well, it's up to you now. You've got one shot at this. Don't waste it. What's their plan here? They gonna go for an injury on Crash? Risky, could end their turn. It's only a one die roll. Could go for a foul roll against my boy with the injured head. The one with horns and an injured head. They could try and get their boys up and move. He's got tackle, so dodge can't be used. That's 3 tackle zones. I think I've done a pretty good job of solid defending here. It's going to be a very
Vision HD comes with a
anticlimactic
range of
finish to the
new
game, but
features.
hey, it
Please
was
see your
a fun one right the way
instruction
through.
guide for further details.
Don't be stupid.
They get a tackle at the end of the game. It
How are
ends
they
in
going to
nothing
catch
but a
or run with
knockdown.
the ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
They're really going to go for it against Crash. They got him. They really wanted to take him down, didn't they? This is like the be-all and end-all. If this hurts,
If I had a
He's
gold
fine.
crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career,
I've still got my
well,
pot,
I
haven't I?
could
Oh no,
start
I
my
used it to
own
try and
team.
re-roll this, but,
You
you
only
know,
need a
Engelum
million
came away with an
gold,
injury anyway. I forgot about that. And, ham-fist potato masher has been casually having a nap since the very first move of the very first turn until now.
That's a pass no amateur can take. Only a pro can manage a
Nah.
play.
The game is over with an anticlimactic pass.
What's wrong, Bob? Let's hope that it happens soon then. Please!
Well, it was a 1-1 draw. It was a good game. It was a good game on both sides. A really hard fought-for match. And the teams are on the wrong ends of the pitch to actually show up as, you know, the teams they should have been. But yeah, it's over. And sadly for the teams, it's a push. I actually gained SR from that. I've actually reached a new career high for drawing that match. That was actually alright for me. And Lear actually gains MVP. That's surprisingly good for us, because, let's be honest, I kind of need this to be as much SPP for the big guys as I can. Okay, that's fine. 70 grand! 70,000 gold in the bank. Hey, that's not bad for a match like that, which ends in a draw. So, Vincent the Mysterious scores a touchdown. Surprisingly, a lineman gets the drawing touchdown. Stonard, I don't know if that was an injury or 2 passes. I think it was passes. Lizalot got a pass and Gondras got a pass. And then the Doctor got a pass. Glog Smack got a bloody injury. Ewart the Ballista got a touchdown. And Engelrum Lightning got MVP. Honestly, that was a pretty balanced match. It was MVP, a touchdown each, an injury each, and then I got 2 passes because I went for a bit more of a risky passing game, which paid off because it gave me my touchdown. I had the opposing team running back and forth without really knowing what they could do to stop me. And it's, well, let's be honest, the reason I actually came away with a good chance at, you know, winning. But, well, not winning, but I came off with a draw when I could have easily lost. And I've gained a couple of levels of coach. So I have a Black Orc pitch now. I also have some more Warpstone. And then next level, I get a couple more colours. That's actually quite nice. And then... yeah, there's not much else until the Elven Union pitch comes up. But that was an alright match. Though I do have to wonder, with everything that I've gained from that match, I know you don't have a level, but, well, not like a mandatory gained level. I can randomise your level. 5, 6, 2, 5, 4, 4, 2, 4. See, the thing is, I've got a lot of, like, players here now that are carrying scars, and it's going to be difficult to kind of justify keeping most of them around. The only thing is, I've got enough gold in the bank to make sure that any player losses can be recouped. The thing is, if I lose my big guy, I lose all of my backbone, because he's the only big guy that has levels. At least the captain returns for his next match, whoever that might be against. I'll see you then.